everyone, and welcome to my kitchen. I'm so glad that you've joined us. Now, here's the thing. At Epicure, we believe that cooking is something that everyone should be able to do. It should be easy. And we also believe that it should be easier and tastier and faster than doing takeout. So you're going to find out if that's true in this very demo. And I'm really excited to show you how. Now, today we're going to be doing one of my favorite meals. At my house, we have this once a week. It's that much of a favorite, and it's so easy to make. We're going to be using one of Epicure's Good Food Real Fast kits, and this one is Good Greek. Now, you can order it in this great little kit, and here's why you want to do that. First of all, it comes with these 5 great recipe cards. Look at that, so beautiful, with pictures and full instructions. I'll just put those down there. And it also comes with a shopping card, a little shopping list. So you can take that grocery list to the store with you, and you can be stocked up for a week's worth of meals. Now, in this kit, it comes with 4 beautiful blends, and we're going to be using 3 of them in this demo. So first of all, we're going to be making easy chicken souvlaki with our souvlaki seasoning. We're going to be making our own homemade tzatziki with lemon deli dip. These are fabulous. I'm going to tell you all about these. And we're going to be using our Good Greek dressing, or Greek dressing, and it's very good. And so we're going to make our own Greek salad to go with the meal. And then we're going to finish it up with a beautiful light fruit dip for dessert. So there's one more blend in here. It's the spinach blend dip mix, and it's so very, very good. And there's lots of uses for that too. I like it in my eggs. So first of all, here's where I like to start when I'm making a meal in 15 minutes or less, which this one will happen in. When I'm making a meal in 15 minutes or less, I like to start with dessert. And here's why. At the end of the day, I've been running around like crazy. I've been busy. When I sit down for supper, I want to sit down. I want to be present and I want to relax. So I get dessert done right off the top. Now, we're going to be making a fruit dip using our summer berry. So it's a summer berry fruit dip. And we're going to be mixing that into a half a cup of Greek yogurt. Now, I've put this in our prep bowl. We sell these prep bowls in a set of 4, and they will soon become your favorite kitchen tool. At least they're one of mine. They're in the most use, I will say that. And what I love about them is, first of all, they come with measurements on the side. So I needed a half a cup. I just scooped it in here. I didn't need an extra dish to do that. It's all about saving on the dishes. And then it comes with this great little silicone lid. So you can pre-portion stuff and seal it right up. When I make pudding, I put in a serving size for everybody in these and pop them in the fridge. It's that easy. So what we're gonna do here is, first of all, I'm gonna give it a little shake. I like to make sure it's all nice and blended up. And then I'm gonna let you smell that. I'm kidding. I'm going to let you look at it, and you're going to see there's beautiful red color that comes from raspberries, strawberries, and there's hibiscus in there, and there's organic cane sugar. I mean, this is a beautiful, beautiful blend. And what is so great is when you buy pre-mixed, pre-flavored yogurts in the store, you're getting a lot of sugar and some preservatives in there, right? So here, you're bypassing all of that. And I'm going to measure out about a tablespoon, give or take. And I'm using my 4-in-1 spice spoon. What is that, you say? Well, it's a great tool and a nice space saver in your kitchen. So it's got a place here for measuring out a tablespoon, which is what we used. And then it's also got a teaspoon and then a half of a teaspoon and a 1/4 teaspoon on the back side. What I like is you don't have that jangly ring. It just fits nicely into your drawer and kind of takes up less clutter. And so then, I mean, this is a dessert that you can get your kids making, and they kind of just enjoy being a cook, even though there's no real cooking here. It's prepping. And this color is already starting to fill out, but it'll fill out even more. And you can actually add a little bit more to it. And later I'm going to serve that, I would serve that with some apple slices for the kids, or you can dip strawberries in it, whatever you like. And you can even use one of our whole food toppers, which come with some added goodness, to top it off. I like the Cocoa Crunch because I'm a bit of a chocolate girl, so I would be sprinkling that on top when I serve it. So you get just this lovely fresh dessert and, probably only about 100 calories. So that's really nice. So then we're going to go on to our main part of the meal, and that's our chicken souvlaki. Now, I've already pre-cut the chicken because nobody needs to sit and watch me cut chicken. But I've got it already in here, and I've chopped it into cubes, just so you know. It does cook. You can, in this beautiful piece of cookware, you can actually cook a whole chicken in it in 20 minutes. I'm not kidding. See, it would fit right in there. And you could cook breasts of chicken and whatnot. We're doing cubed chicken breast, and I've got about 1 to 2 in here. Now, this is our multi-purpose steamer. This is your best friend if you're trying to cook good food real fast, because it cuts the time in half or more of what it would normally take. You won't believe how good it is too. I know some of you may be thinking, cooking meat in the microwave, doesn't it get rubbery? No, not in the multi-purpose steamer. When you pop this lid on, press it closed, then this is going to cook the meat or the contents, because you can do vegetables as well, and it'll cook them in their own juices, and that keeps the nutrients in there and keeps them really moist. So the chicken is done just beautifully in here. So what we're going to add to this, and again, I've pre-chopped this for the purpose of today, but it's really quick and easy to chop up, a bell pepper. So I'm going to throw in, I'm going to throw it all in. And so I've added that to our container, and then I'm going to take the souvlaki seasoning, and I could measure it out, okay? So in this, maybe a tablespoon or something along those lines, but I'm going to say, I'm just going to toss a bunch of it in. I feel like I might have gone a little over a tablespoon, but I really love this seasoning. I can already smell the garlic in there and the herbs. They're so beautiful. There's so much goodness in there. So I'm just going to make sure that's kind of spread around. And then I'm going to pop that into the sink. I'm using a little silicone spatula in here, just so that I'm not damaging this silicone. This is 100% food grade silicone. This is stuff that you can feel good about cooking in. And what I love about it, and this is my favorite feature next to how fast it cooks things, is how fast it cleans up. This is actually dishwasher safe. I never put it in the dishwasher. Why? Because it is the easiest thing I will ever wash, and I'm not kidding you. I would rather save that dishwasher space for plates and other things. This is just a really great and easy thing. Now, I'm going to pop this into the microwave, and I am going to cook it for about 5 to 7 minutes, but I always do this. I set it for 4, just so that I can check on it. I might set it for 5 today, and then we'll see how it's cooking. So we'll pop this in, super easy, and it fits. I've got a smaller microwave, and it still fits in there, so that's a really good feature. And voila, that's cooking. So there goes my main dish, already off and running. So now I'm going to go and we're going to make the tzatziki. And before I cover this cutting board, I do just want to tell you about this. So this is our non-slip cutting board. It's a hard cutting board surface. And the trick of it is, it's got these little silicone gripper feet here. And what that does is make sure it doesn't slip. And it's got them on both sides. Why is that cool? That means you can use both sides. So let's say I'm making dinner and I've cut chicken on this side. I can go, you know what? I have vegetables to cut. I don't want them to get that chickeny, touch. I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to cut them on this side. So it's really kind of cool. We've also got, you can see these over here, or can you? I don't know. I'm going to show you a different view of them. We've got these cutting mats. These are, look at them. They're so thin, but you can cut. I'm cutting them on my counter, and that's a new counter. So there you go. And what I love about it is it's got a little gripper back, nice smooth surface, and it comes like in 4 different sizes with different colors. So you can use one for meat, and that's your meat one. You can use one for garlic and onions and so on. And then when I'm done, let's say I've chopped up a whole bunch of vegetables or meat, I can just go like this and put it into my pan. I love that. That's such a great feature. All right, so let's look at this tzatziki. I've got a half a cup of the 2% Greek yogurt. And then I've shredded up ahead of time, again, just to save time in this video, but it's really quick and easy to shred up some cucumber. I don't even take the skin off. I do not. I like the color in there. And so what I'm gonna do is just put this all in a bigger bowl. I could try to mix it in the prep bowl, but I get a little messy sometimes. So I'm gonna put that all in and mix that up. It's got gorgeous color. And the big thing about the cucumber is, and you can get your kids helping this, once you've shredded it up, I mean, older kids can use the grater if you want, but once you've shredded it up, they can help squeeze the water out of it. You can do it in like a little, colander or a strainer. You can use a strainer, how about that? And then, or paper towel or in a towel. You just want to get the water out so it's not all runny. And then I'm going to use about, they say half a teaspoon. I'm going to use a little bit more than that. I'm a big fan of this lemony flavor. So is my family. And it just makes us super happy. Again, I could just use my 4-in-1 spice spoon. So then I'm going to mix that up. And it's great. My meat's cooking. I'm making this topping, and it'll have a few minutes to just sit and get that flavor permeating. So, oh, look at that. You can see that? I mean, come on. The fragrance of it is just wafting up to me. And I tell you, my kids get so excited when I pop this one on the table. So now we're going to make our Greek salad. The first thing we're going to do is make our dressing. We're going to make our dressing? Yes, we're going to make our dressing. Once you start making your own dressing with Epicure dressing mixes, you will never want to go back, I guarantee it. And I have to say that this Greek dressing is one of my favorites. They've knocked it out of the ballpark on this one. I share it with everybody I know. It's on my top 5 list. And this is the tool you want to make it with. This is our cruet and funnel. So on the side of this glass bottle that comes with a lid is our measurements. So I don't even have to get measuring cups dirty to do this. I am eyeballing it on the side, super easy. And the funnel is just there to make sure you don't make a big mess and to make it really easy to pour those ingredients in. Now I have pre-measured a 1/3 cup of olive oil in there, and a couple of tablespoons of red wine vinegar. And that makes for that beautiful, bright flavor. And then I'm going to toss in a tablespoon of this dressing. Now, the recipe on the bottle, and by the way, I didn't mention that, every bottle comes with recipes right on the side. So it's very easy to make the core recipe right from, like, without opening a recipe book or looking it up online. And then you can experiment from there. That's the great thing. But you can make as little or as much as you want with Epicure, which is why I love it. So in this case, I only wanted to make this much. Sometimes I make more because I know I'm going to use it over the next few days. But in this case, I'm using, sort of a just-in-time amount. And so everything's going to be nice and fresh. So I'm going to just add a little bit more than that because I didn't quite fill it up. And again, I'm just such a fan of this dressing. And then I'm going to shake it up. But first, let's go take a look at our meat because I want to see if it needs a little more time. So let's see how hard this is, by the way. Do you see how hard this is? Do I look like I'm breaking a sweat? No, it's super easy. All right. So here we are. I'm going to take a peek here. Oh, and I'm happy to report, I'm going to just get a little spoon here, or fork. So some of the pieces were kind of stacked on top of each other, and you just want to kind of watch for that. So there's like a minute more that needs to happen here, and then we're good to go. So I'm going to pop that back in, and see, that's why if I put this for 7 minutes, I'd be worried that it might overcook. So I'm just going to throw it in for another minute, and then we'll be good. So, and if it's done before I'm done making this up, it's okay. Meat's okay to sit in its own juices. So don't be afraid to let meat sit. It's actually good. It just makes it good and moist in the end. So this is the hard work of making the dressing. And again, this is really something fun for kids to make, or if you have a friend over, just put them to work on this. Everybody loves being part of a meal, and gathering around the kitchen is something that's so great to do. And this is a great time for all of us to just gather and be together. So now we want to quickly throw together our salad. And again, that does not take long. For the purposes of this video, I just started ahead of time and did up some of the tomatoes, but I really want you to see how I cut them up, because this is your new best friend. Let me hold it in front of the white. It's your best friend for cutting soft fruits and vegetables or soft items. This is our Prep Pro ceramic knife. There, I had to think about that for a minute. It comes with this beautiful sheath, which is a great safety guard, because this is a very sharp knife. That's what makes it so good, but also you have to take really good care of a ceramic knife. You're not going to use this to pry apart frozen chicken. You're not going to use this on hard root vegetables. This is really for soft vegetables. You know when you have those really beautifully ripe tomatoes and you don't want to squish them? This is why you would use this knife. So it just slices through, you'll see, just like I hardly have to do anything. All I have to do is watch my fingers because it's that sharp. And I have been known to nick myself along the way once in a while. So, but it's really super simple, and you can see like there's no mess coming out. These aren't getting squished because the blade just gently cuts through the flesh. So we love that. And this is a knife that everybody's going to want in their kitchen because you're never frustrated with it, and it stays sharp for a long time. It can stay sharp for up to 2 years. That's the beauty of it. And now we're just going to throw in some cucumber, because what's a Greek salad without cucumber, right? And again, this is something I hope that you can see yourself doing on a weeknight. It's fast and easy, and I think the best part about it is just that it's so fresh. I mean, if you were in my kitchen right now, you'd be smelling all these wonderful things. I'm going to be drizzling some lemon soon. There's that beautiful smell and all the gorgeous herbal fragrances that are coming together here. So I'm going to use my hands. I want you to know I did wash about 5 times, and that's such an important thing to do. So look, you can make this salad however you want. If you just want to use tomatoes and cucumbers, that is just fine. I know that I've customized it for the likes and dislikes of my kids, and that's okay. I've added a few extra things in here. And I've added in some olives and some red onion just to kind of, really get that extra flavor in. But again, that's the great thing about this. You can customize it. So we're ready to put together our meal now. And it's time to assemble all the parts that we've put together. So let's get our chicken. And this is now done. And the great news is it's only taken 6 minutes in the microwave. And it is all good to go. It smells so good. It smells so good. It looks so good. I'm just going to give you a little peek in here. You can see that. Excellent. And so here's how we assemble it. So this is what we do in my house. I'm going to get some tzatziki, spread it on the bottom, like so. And that's our great flavor foundation. And then I'm just going to take some chicken and some of these cooked peppers, and I'm going to be building them on top. So gorgeous already. But we're going to add even more flavor and more color by topping it with our Greek salad. And again, just so fragrant. All the parts are coming together. And now, I didn't actually do the lemon, but a great thing you could do is just squeeze a little lemon on top using our 2-in-1 citrus press. Why 2? Because if you're doing a smaller lime, you've got a compartment for that. The more snug it is, the better squeeze you're going to get, and then you're going to get some juice out. And I just, to me, Greek food and lemon juice, I mean, what a combination, right? So I squeezed a little bit in there. You might even squeeze a little bit on top of your fruit dip because lemon is the best, right? So now we've got all these flavors together. Look at that, one beautiful plate that everybody's going to enjoy. And literally, it comes together in 50 minutes or less. when you don't have somebody telling you about all the parts and all the products that help make this meal. So enjoy it. I hope it becomes a favorite in your house. And make sure to ask your consultant about all the incredible Good Food Real Fast kits that we have to offer. Thanks, everyone.